What's going on, everybody? Z here, and welcome back to some more Satisfactory. So today, I couldn't wait. I decided we're going into experimental. As you can see, we are in the experimental build, which means that we now can play with the blueprints. Because I said in the last episode we were going to build some buildings, we were going to wait for blueprints to come out. Well, I couldn't wait. We're going to go ahead and select this milestone and get some things unlocked here. So we just need, let's see, what is this? 500 cable and 100 modular frames. That doesn't seem terrible. Actually, I might have some. Do I have anything in here? Those are heavy modular frames. I need regular modular frames and some cable. I don't think. Oh, we might have to. Oh, there's 40. Okay, all right, we'll have to go grab some. Okay, let's see here. I gotta remember where I'm actually making the cable at. I think it's in here. Yes. Okay. So this is, I'm so excited that we're playing with this now because I want to kind of start fresh. How much did I need? Did I need 1,000 cable? I'm not sure. I kind of want to start fresh, but like, I'm glad we already have what we have unlocked because, Satisfactory, you always have to have that first factory, you know what I'm saying? And then you can like start like redesigning stuff. So let's see if we have everything. Let's see. So let's go ahead and put those in, put these in. Oh my gosh, we got it. FICSIT blueprints ready for launch. Let's do it. Send it away. Oh yeah, there's the, there it goes. Yeah, hi. Okay. So we've got a new building, special, the blueprint designer, and now we have a blueprint tab. So, okay, Eric was saying, so this is about 4 foundations by 4 foundations. Okay, so we need an area to work with this. Man, I feel like the blueprint designer should have been like the centralized thing right here. You know what I'm saying? What if we made something out here? Because like, I mean, this building is centered around the space elevator. Yeah, that one's centered around the space elevator. So maybe let's do this. Let's get a building in here, maybe. Yeah, let's get a building in here just to set it in, or let's just set it down for now and we'll build a building around it later. Okay, so we've got this big, huge platform here. Let's go ahead and grab our blueprint designer. Now, I don't feel like there's any need for multiple blueprints. So let's go ahead and let's just bring it right there. Oh, this is so exciting. This is so exciting. We built the machine, we built the cube, we built the thing. Oh, this is so cool. I'm so excited. All right, so let's see. The foundation itself is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. However, your build is about half that. So the build area that we have is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's 4 by 4. So yeah, you can see right here. All right, E to configure blueprint designer. So let's go ahead and this is to do everything. Okay, so what we can essentially do now, if I'm not mistaken, you know what? What else did we unlock? Didn't we unlock something else with the blueprint? Did we unlock some kind of tool or something? I saw something in there. Hold on. Oh, build gun upgrade blueprints. This build gun software allows the blueprint tab. Okay, all right, that's what we unlocked. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. So what we're gonna need is we are gonna need some things. So we're gonna start off at the very beginning. We're gonna start off with making by making some basic manifolds. I think you know, plates, rods, screws, things like that. Get like, you know, a manifold thing going for each one. So what I want to go ahead and do is let's grab, I'm not going to worry about the smelter. So we need some plates and we need some cables. Let me see how many plates we can grab here. Okay, 38. There's another 100. Okay, so something else. I want to grab some resources so we go ahead and build some stuff. But I wanted to look. Okay, so the FICSIT blueprints are at tier 4, which means that you are going to have conveyor belt Mark 3s probably about the same time you're having the FICSIT blueprints. Now, where is conveyor belt Mark 4s are on tier 6? And the only reason I'm thinking this is because maybe I should make my blueprints with Mark 3 belts, because then I would always be able to build them around the same time that I'd use the build tool. But then again, I mean, Yeah, because the tier 4 we get much earlier. So maybe we should go ahead and use tier 3 belts and then just upgrade them, because then I'd have my blueprint forever. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna build with tier 3 conveyor belts. And like I said, it's so that way in the future, if we ever start anything over, you know what? We're not gonna start anything over for a long time. let's just use our conveyors that we have now. I don't have tier 5s yet, so we'll just use tier 4s. That's fine. it'll be okay. So a couple things. Now you have to have the resources, obviously, to build the stuff, and like I have my inventory now full of stuff. Also, I wish I had the jetpack because it'd be a lot easier. I did disable all of my mods, so I'm not running any mods now. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start with a basic manifold here. Now, I want a super basic manifold for like plates. I want to start off with like the basics, you know. And then I think what we're gonna do, because this is a 4x4, right? 1, 2, 3. Yes, this is 4x4. So what we're gonna need to do, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and start with belts. So I'm gonna start with a belt here. I want to run it all the way down here, and the reason I want to start with belts is so that way I know like the edges that we can work with. So we can work with these edges right here. Now I'm gonna go like step by step with this one. But for like future blueprints and stuff like that, we'll probably just change some stuff around, you know, things like that. So, okay, so there's that. Let me go grab my conveyor belt Mark 4s. And essentially what I'm going to be doing here is having, you know, input on one side, output on the other. So how we connect these, it's always going to be resources in this way and out this way. That way, when I place this blueprint down, so imagine this is here like this, copy this, paste it right here. These conveyor belts will hook up. They'll only have to be connected, you know, like right there. They'll hook up, everything will run together, everything will run just fine. So then I also want to do the same thing in the middle of the platform as well. So we've got those on the outside. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this should be dead center. And then that is going to be our output belt. Now, worst case scenario, our output belts are getting a little full, but I don't think that'll be a case. The only thing that it might be a case with would be screws. But if we have tier 5s, I don't know. We could always stack, you know. We could always do some stacking. Okay, so that's going to be input, output, inputs, outputs. Okay, so now what I want to do, I keep hitting B for build. I don't know why. Terrible like that. So now what I need to do is I need to go ahead and put these machines in here. And I basically want as many of them as I can fit. So I can actually fit that right against the edge there. However, that might, if I do that, are we going to be able to put a, yep, we could put a splitter there and a merger here. That should work. So then if I did the exact same thing on this side, splitter merger. So that's that right there. That's basically it. Exactly. So we have this room on this side. Oh, do we have enough room? Let's go ahead and let's make sure we have enough room for the splitter and the merger. No. Partially overlapping blueprint designer. Oh, see? Okay, so that's not gonna work like that. So let's do this instead. Let's start with merger. Put that there. Let's go ahead and get rid of these two. We're gonna have to bring those in a hair, and then we're gonna have to bring this in because this, it won't let me put it here because it's technically outside the bounds. Okay, so we can put it on this one here. So it looks like our belts are gonna have to be at a minimum this one right here. Before I had them here, they are gonna have to at least be 2 of these little blocks away. All right, so there we go. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, so now becomes the part where we make sure that everything is indeed going to work like we want it to. So before I had it centered roughly on here, I feel like that's a little close to this side. So let's go ahead and put it right there. Yeah, I feel like that will work. All right, cool. So that should work. Let's go ahead and verify with the logistics in here. Make sure that our splitters all line up nice. Okay, so that's all good. That looks good. Everything lined up. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the exact same thing all the way down. We're gonna see how many we can get in here. Oh my gosh, it fits 4 perfectly, or 8 total, I guess. Okay, so we have all of our machines in here. Nothing super crazy, but let's go ahead and let's also get our power going because we're gonna need some power poles here. I guess we're gonna be going with power pole Mark IIs. Yeah, Mark IIs. Okay, so let's see. Let's have one there. Oh, interesting. I can put one here, but I can't put one here. Oh, there we go.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
Okay, so all the power poles are hooked up. Actually, let's go ahead and just do one more connection from here to here. And then like maybe one from here to here just to keep everything like on the same circuit. So those are all good, and then let's go ahead and let's just get these configured. So we're gonna do one for plates, we're gonna do one from rods. I wish I had the alternate recipe for screws, but we probably should get one for screws, copper sheeting, steel, but we should probably get all of these honestly. But let's just go ahead and get the plates done for now. And I'm not going to overclock anything. Apparently this will work with overclocking, so you can put the power crystals in there and turn it up. However, that will also be a requirement once you build it later. So I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, so everything is hooked up and we got 20, 40, 60, so 160 plates per minute. There we go. We got it. Now we could stack it. We could probably throw some foundations and stack this. However, I'm not going to do that because what I think the beauty in this is the fact that we have this. We can plug this in pieces together. So let's go ahead and let's get this named. All right, so this is the information that I'm putting in the blueprint designer iron plates manifold, and then I did dash T4 belts, so that way we know it's tier 4 belts. Iron plate manifold making 160 plates per minute using tier 4 belts. For the directory, I set up a directory, so I did iron manifold, so I'll put plates in here. I might actually change this later, but I had iron, so I could put plates and screws and stuff like that in here. But we could always make subcategories too, so I might just do manifolds and then have like, you know, iron and then copper and then, you know what I'm saying? So I might change that, but we can always do that later. Not worried about it. But yeah, so there's all this. Save blueprint. All right, so I had an issue. I had a small issue, and that was that the game was crashing when I tried to save my saves. Now, apparently there was an update. There was a change over time where my save name contained invalid characters. So my Z1 Corp save included a dot at the end, a period, which can absolutely mess up everything now. And apparently that's not a thing. So I had to go through and I had to save, rename my session thing. So if you guys are curious like how to do that, I'm just gonna tell you real quick, because in case anybody else has an issue, you just go into your command console, so just like tilde or whatever, and then you place save with new session name, and then you type out your session name, and then or your save name, and then your session name. So yes, it's actually working now. So now we can see that we have blueprints in here. Now I didn't put them in the right spot because I was just testing to see if it worked, but it did work. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and I want to actually delete that blueprint. Can I go into blueprints? Can we go into here? Ooh, nope. Blueprints, edit. I want to remove the blueprint. Yes. And then hit cancel, apply changes. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to go back in here. I'm going to name it everything accordingly. Okay, so I went through and I added the blueprint. Now I just realized I did something else. So manifolds, wait, what? Why didn't it configure? Wait, what? Oh. All right, so now we've got the blueprint saved accordingly. So in my blueprints, under my manifolds, under iron plates, manifold, tier 4 belts. So now what I can do is I can place this. Now this is actually kind of interesting. So I do have to pay attention to how we have this set up, where we have our inputs and outputs, because our belts are only going one direction. So we only have belts going this way. So I need to make sure when I place this down that the belts are going the right way, because if we don't and we place it the wrong way, then we're going to be having a bad time, because we have to disable everything individually. So when I place it down, I need to make sure that I'm looking for the 3 lines on the inputs and stuff like that. So let's go over here and let's place down our first blueprint and kind of see how this goes. Now with this factory area, I do kind of have to figure out like what we're gonna do here. So I'm thinking that we will bring in, because we're gonna need to bring in iron, so we're gonna need to have some kind of smelting and stuff like that. We might do the smelting over there, I don't know, we'll see. So let's just get ourselves a blueprint. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. And then I am looking for, okay, so this way. So if I want to place a blueprint down and I want to place it like right here, there we go. So now we have an entire iron manifold done. So input would be on this side, so we'd hit these belts right here with the goodness, with the iron. So then let's say I want to do another one. Do I have enough for another one? I do. And then what we can do here is I can try to line this up like that. Now all I should have to do is connect the belts right here in the middle and on the side. So as you can see, just like that, we did 16 machines. And that is super fantastic. Now, hold on, let me make sure. Do we have... Oh, you know what? I didn't save the... Okay. All right. So I didn't actually, like when I was messing with stuff, I didn't actually go ahead and make these all plates. So I need to go ahead and do that and then resave the blueprint. So basically control copy, and then I'm going to go ahead and control paste it to all these. All right. So I resaved it. It should be good. And now should be able to go in here. Now I can clear designer, but what I want to do here, oh, this is not even an image of a plate. Hold on a second. Select icon, plate, select image, save blueprint, overwrite. Thank you. Plates. Plates. We're doing plates. But now I could go through and I could change these to rods or to whatever have you. So I'm going to go through. I'm just going to change them. We're going to start with select recipe. We'll go ahead and do rods. Now rods are 15 per minute. So we're going to control copy and we're going to paste it onto all of these. And then I'm going to save that. And then we're going to have blueprints galore. All right. So I want to make sure these are all rods. Cool. So we've got, let's see, how much is this making? 15, 30, 60, 120. So these are doing 120 rods per minute. So I can go in here and actually I can change this just a little bit. I don't have to do a whole lot of changing here. So iron rods manifold tier 4 belt. Let's go ahead. Let's set directory. We're going to set it right there. Iron rods. That looks good. Save blueprint. So now we've got blueprints for... Why are they in undefined and not in the manifolds? We'll have to remove those. Actually, hold on a second. I think I can actually do that right from here. So if I go to blueprints, I go to edit. I think I can grab this and put it in here. Yeah, just like that. Boom. There. Apply changes. Okay. So plates, rods. So obviously, anything that we can do with these machines with the same setup, all we have to just change it. So I could select screws, but I got to keep in mind that, you know, it requires the rods. We could do copper sheets. We could do steel beams. Anything that this machine can make, we can go ahead and just set this basic factory up and have all of them ready to go at the same time. And then everything will look the same. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm really liking it. So I guess I'm going to go through and go ahead and make a thing for all of this. Well, should we do the power shards? I mean, I don't think we're ever going to need power shards automated. That's probably never going to be a thing. But biomasses and stuff like that, I mean, maybe. So yeah, I'm going to go through. I'm going to make a blueprint for all of this stuff and get it all organized up. And then yeah, it's super cool. It's just, I love being able to do that, and it's gonna be exciting. What is your favorite part about the new blueprints? Leave a comment, let me know. Is it the fact that you can just basically copy and paste like these machines like this? I think it's great. Personally, I think it's good. I've seen a lot of people complaining already that it's not big enough, and I understand that. I get where everybody's coming from. I'm not gonna argue with anybody, but I think it is, to me, I understand where they're coming from, and I think it's big enough for what they're trying to do, because they also want to keep it to where, like, when you build a structure like this, like, you placed every wall yourself, you accomplished that goal of that magnitude. Like, all of this was placed by hand. Now things like this is a bite-sized blueprint, and chaining multiple pieces together, that's still work. You still did it. It's not like you're just copying this entire factory and placing a new one, because that would be insane. So I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to balance it to where it's like you still did a lot of work, but it made it just a little bit easier for the super grindy stuff, So leave a comment, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna make a whole bunch of blueprints here and get these all done, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right, so I have gone through and I made a bunch of blueprints, and I just realized something at the very end of all of them. I made these blueprints, and this was right before I added the power poles. So there's no power poles on this blueprint, which is fine, because I mean, honestly, it takes 2 seconds to add the power anyway. So I'm not even gonna worry about going back through and adding those, because it'll be just fine. But as we can see now, I have blueprints. So we've got iron, we've got plates, rods, screws, we got the copper stuff, we've got steel, we got the caterium. I don't know if I spelled caterium right, but we got the quick wire, limestone, we got concrete, quartz, we got quartz crystal, silica. I even did some for the color cartridges, the biomasses for the leaves, for the wood, and for the solid biomass as well. And then I also put the info on each one, so hopefully everything's correct and I did everything right. Now I could go through, if I deconstruct this, I could go through and reload a blueprint. So if I go to load, I could load a blueprint and then resave it. And I might actually do that with the power poles. I might actually just go through, reload, save with the power poles. That way they're all available. And I think I'm gonna try to have these on the Discord. So if you're interested, please leave a like on the video. Do appreciate it, and subscribe if you haven't already. But I'm gonna try to leave the file in one of my Discord chats for Satisfactory as a downloadable thing. So if you join, say hi. I'd love to chat with you. But I'm gonna have those all in one place, so that way you guys don't have to go through the process of just making like these super basic ones, because these super basic ones, as fun as they are to make, they're kind of repetitive. So those will be all there, hopefully, to easily download. But yeah, there we go. That's one thing. Now comes the fun part of, once we get the basic ones up and running, we should be able to then get some other things up and running. So like if we looked at production, assemblers, this is going to be a little bit more interesting, because these ones are like, assemblers are significantly bigger than the constructors. And with how like the belts and stuff like that work, it's going to be a little bit more interesting to see like what we can do with those. Manufacturer, I don't even honestly think, well, it might fit in there, but like at that point, I don't know what the point is, because you literally just place the manufacturer down, So I don't know what the point in that would be. Refineries do not fit, and I think they said that they wanted to make the coal generators fit, because that is something that does get used a lot. So they are working on this. It doesn't currently work, but I believe this is something that they do want to work, because you could put probably 4 or 5 of these together, or 4. You could well, maybe, because they're like a platform and a little bit, so you could probably put 3 of them together, but then have all the tubes and all the things they're in, so that way you could just paste those in as well. But let's see, what other things do we have here? There's other also decorative items and things that once you make, maybe you have like a certain archway or something that you really like, maybe for some reason you like these, you could copy and paste this and just kind of place it down, which would be super cool, super neato as well. But there we go. This is our first look at the blueprints, which I'm super excited about. And like I said, I'll probably go through and I will try to get power poles in all of them done, power poles and all of them made. I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble probably all of these, just so I can restart fresh with the same blueprint, have everything look exactly the same. But yeah, what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below about the blueprints. And like I said, if you're interested and you want some blueprints for yourself and you don't want to make them, I will have them in the Discord. I don't know if I'll have them immediately in the Discord, but like I said, I want to go through and change them and get them all done. So, well, by the time this video comes out, I should have them. So and I'd love to chat with you. But yeah, thanks again for coming out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, all the fun things. And in the next episode, we're gonna start using our blueprints because we're gonna start setting up this factory. So like I said, this is gonna be doing some iron stuff, that's gonna be doing some copper stuff, and we're gonna use our blueprints, get blueprints in here, get a second floor, more blueprints, more, and then maybe a third floor, more blueprints, start getting some logistics stuffs going, hopefully get some trains and stuff going. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to actually start building again. But yeah, we've got the blueprints. It's so much fun. It's so cool. But yeah, thanks again for coming out. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.